channel nga mapay final nga name.
Espresso machine, kada day.
This is just gonna be a little bit of murag BTS discussion. Discussion as a teacher. I just wanted to talk about the murag thought process behind the last project that I made. For no other reason other than I just want to talk about it. And wala lang, maybe someone out there, like maybe a creative person out there is looking for a template to start doing something similar. I highly recommend creating any type of art out of anything that you've been through, especially the heavier things. There's something so cathartic about it. If you were looking for a sign to start doing the thing that you've always wanted to do, then this is it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is why it happened in the first place. Like, what was the germ of the germ? As a safeguard promoter, what was the seed na lang, the seed of the idea? It's just something that came to me when I was looking for something. I was looking for this particular object, item that he got me. And in the process of looking for that thing, I had to naturally go through all those letters and all those gifts. Hinihilak ko.
Darap ako gipakita, buisit.
Ako frustrated gani nga kanang like how come all of these look so beautiful, sound so beautiful, but they're not real. Sayang gani siya para nako nga. These words would just go to waste. It felt like I had a responsibility to that. I think immediately the next day I got to work, set up the whole thing. I had this thought nga, if I don't act on this idea now, I will lose the emotional truth of what I'm going through in this moment. What was going through my mind while I was making the poem? I had no specific standards for what it should look like and what it should sound like. All I did was I would go through all the letters and look for lines that speak to me. That's it. It's not like writing poetry from scratch where you have a plan. With found poetry, you don't really have a plan. You sort of have to let go and make the poem happen. And you as a writer or as the creative, you're just the instrument that makes that thing happen. I let it come up to the surface. That's it. Good morning. It's a gorgeous day out here at Pebble Beach. As someone who creates stuff myself and also closely observes and appreciates other people's work, parang ako, the mark of a true artist is restraint. When I was younger, I was so wordy. The older I became, the more naturally I was able to adapt the practice of restraint. When you're able to practice restraint, you're communicating with the person that's consuming your work, if that makes sense. One of my favorite poems is this poem about earthworms. This is Feeding the Worms by Danisha Lamaris. Ever since I found out that earthworms have taste buds all over the delicate pink strings of their bodies, I pause, dropping apple peels into the compost bin. Imagine the dark, breathing ecstasy, the sweetness of apples permeating their pores. I offer beets and parsley, avocado and melon, the feathery tops of carrots. I'd always thought theirs a menial life, eyeless and hidden, almost vulgar. Though now, it seems, they bear a pleasure so sublime, so decadent. I want to contribute however I can, forgetting a moment, my place on the menu. That's it. She doesn't need to explain what she means by forgetting for a moment my place on the menu. Ultimately, you understand, okay, this is not a poem about earthworms. This is not a poem about science. This is a poem about death. So I feel that in because she was able to practice restraint. And that's what I try my best to do. The less I say, the more space there is for the reader or the audience in general to fill it in, to fill the other half of the cup. I'm big on detail, I'm big on intentionality. Anything I create, I always say, best believe every single detail there was thought out. Every single detail there was intentional. There's always meaning, there's always a reason why it's there for me. So, in very early 2021, January 2021, I was here with my friends. It was the start of that chapter in my life. I was swimming with my friends and just this gorgeous violet orange sunset over us. Like the sunset created a natural filter over their faces. The only thing that was running in my head was the thought that this scene that I'm looking at with my eyes looks so much like a coming of age film. You know, one of those montages in a coming of age film where it's just music and the friends are like doing their road trip, doing their beach trips and whatever, having fun. And I remember the feeling that I had watching them be so young like that and being present in that moment as young as I was also at the time. I was 22. I'm 27 now. So that's why I felt like I needed to come here. I felt like that part of my girlhood, my womanhood started here. I also sort of had to end here. In my head, my philosophy lately has always been like, you only get one life, man. You only get one. Everything is fleeting, so why not romanticize your life? Why not think of it like it's a movie? Think of it like it's your favorite book, your favorite song. Why not create out of your own reality? So that's what I'm doing here. I'm romanticizing my life. I'm closing this chapter where it began, and it's this particular beach. I'm sure any other beach in this beautiful province of Cebu would have given me some gorgeous visuals, but this project would not feel spiritually complete if I wasn't here. It's 4 hours away from home, but it had to be done. The cute thing is, I made friends on the beach. One of my friends pointed it out that because they appeared in the video, it sort of symbolized my inner child saying hello and accompanying me through the process, and that makes a whole lot of sense, especially poetically. This is a film about girlhood, and I'm happy that they were there to symbolize, represent the simple and the intimate joy of just being a girl. Some details also just end up showing up on their own. I feel that it's like a dance, sort of. It may not have been my intention. Maybe it was the universe's intention, God's intention, to sort of work with me, help me create more out of the story that I wanted to put out in the world. The detail also of the color changing from black and white to color when I blew out the candle, that one was my most important detail that I had to work on in the film. Once I learned to choose myself, all the colors come out, all the possibilities come out, all the details in the picture of my world have suddenly come to life. I'm happy nga na ano na siya ba, na communicate na siya nga emotional truth. Mura gyud na ako agyud. Mura na akong purpose yun nga ma-communicate, ma-capture ang emotional nga truth. Ako masaw na ko siya. And then ma-transmute siya. And then communicate niya kay buo gihapon siya. Mura gyud na akong purpose yun. Maura jud na akong ganahan mahitabo ani nga film. And I'm so happy nga mao jud ang nahitabo kay pagsaw sa mga tao. Mausad gyud nilang na catch. Thankful ko sa reception sa mga people. Thankful ko sa love that they were so generously able to give in the comments and in the messages. Thank you to my friends who actually sent pictures, videos of themselves crying.
Is, OMG, naka-cry, jud ko. Kita ni mo akong luha nga. Nauga na siya, but the woman that you are, I'm so proud of you. Aww. Go, Is. Lara may diri for you.
Thank you sa pag-communicate ninyo sa ako, Ana. It means a lot to me because mo gid na akong goal is for the emotional truth of what I was going through on that day to be communicated visually, poetically. And thank you for validating the effort that went into that film. Ano to siya, guys? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the film. And thanks for being with me here while I yap about it. Thank you for sparing a bit of your time and your heart to experience it with me. See you in the next one. When kaya? Amy Lou. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.